Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to all the Ambazonians on ground zero. Good morning to all, or good afternoon to all those in the diaspora, or good evening. It depends the country where you find yourself. Good morning to all our best wishers all over the world. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening to the President of the United States of America, His Excellency Donald Trump, whom we are begging that he should intervene very fast in the conflict in Ambazonia to stop the genocide which has been carried out by the dictator Biya and his militaries. Good morning to all our freedom fighters on ground zero, or good afternoon, it depends. Good morning to all those lamenting in the dangerous areas of La Republic of Cameroon. Good morning to all those who are injured in the war and sick, and those who are in the forest who are sick, those who are in the hospitals, those who are in the asylum camps as refugees. May God bless you people, and you people should stay focused and have the hopes that we will all reach Biya not so long from now. This is Prince Amba, the son of late Chief Amba, speaking to you people. Mr. Hope. I have come again today with my YouTube broadcasting. The 29th of August 2018. To bring you informations and happenings which would help to bring a lot of hopes to the people of Ambazonia who are facing the most difficult time in history of their life. May we pray that the Almighty God should pour blessings to the Ambazonians and in Amba's land, so that we have to conquer our occupiers and regain our independence very fast, as quickly as possible. Because it should be noted that Amba's land has been independent, but it was occupied in 1961 by the Republic of Cameroon with the help of Britain and France and the United Nations. Prince Amba again is here today, as I earlier said, the 29th of August 2018, to give the people on ground zero, the self-defense forces who are there defending their land, their home, their properties, the fathers, the mothers, sisters, brothers, their land in particular, their crops, their belongings, their rights, their prestige. I say thank you very much. May God bless you people. May God pour His wisdom on you people. Should be steadfast and be resistance to defeat these wicked occupiers who have come to our land and have been reaping our land of its resources, maiming and killing our citizens, imprisoned our lawyers, our teachers, students, some robbed into mud, some raped. I'm here today to tell you people that this will not go in vain. We have to fight and fight and fight till we are in Biya. Biya will only be the solution that will condole us from all these difficult moments. The genocide that is going on. The genocide that Atanganji is still planning to carry out. We shall put some audios so that Ambazonians should get, some information concerning this genocide and to take some precautions, because Atanganji is there to kill his own people in the northern zone. Ekima Patrick is there and the elites, Tabetando and the rest, Chief Mukete, Doki Mukete, Ngole Evis, and many others. The Fons and the chiefs are there to kill their own people. These are all old people. They don't have any hopes for the future generation. They are just there for their personal benefits. They have signed contracts with the Satan, Paul Biya the Satan, and that is why they are fighting to defend him. Because I see no need for somebody to fight in against his own land. History will judge them, will judge their children, will judge their families. How can you people be fighting for your own land, against your own land, please? How can you people be fighting against your own people? Encouraging people to kill your people. Encouraging terrorists to kill your people. Causing genocide on your own people. Do you think you will go free? God will never forgive you people. The day will come. Every person has his own judgment day. Your own days are not far. I, Prince Amba Lawrence, Mr. Hopes, is assuring people, all the noise you people are making, in form of conferences and meetings in Biya, we will get you people one by one. We will get you people. You will suffer. You people are old. Peter, Mafani Musonge, you are the most highest fool I've ever realized in history. How can you be encouraging forces to come and kill your own people? For the sake of a dying president, the dictator Paul Biya. This is unbelievable. But I will tell you, we knew all these things will happen. We knew all these things will happen because the minister wrote a letter to Mr. John Mba Akoro and explained everything, that these things will happen. So we should be very, very steadfast and take precautions. So I'm begging the population of the southern zone and the northern zone to take precaution, because we already know these things will happen. They told us that it will happen in advance. I don't know why people are not still reasoning to take precautions, to look for a way to eliminate these evil elites and chiefs and, dios and mayors and parliamentarians, senators, who are helping the evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon to be killing their own citizens, their own children, their own families, their own people. I, Prince Amba Lawrence, is here again today to speak with strong heart that we should look for all ways to bring down all these, elites who are there to disrupt this struggle for their personal interests. Look for all ways, kidnap them and kill them direct. We are in a war. Now, the enemy is no more Paul Biya. The enemy is people like Atanganji Paul, Ekima Patrick, Ngole Evis, Ndoki Mukete, Chief Mukete, the fund of Fontaine, Paul Tasson, the fund of Leo, and many others. Etoy, and the rest. We have to kill these people. These old people are there to block the future generation from having what they want. We have to look for ways to do away with their life. If they are in a hall, somebody should sacrifice his soul and bomb the whole hall and put an end to these people because they are trying to eliminate our own society. They want to see that our race is being wiped off because of their secret society that they are belonging to, which they give all their trust in their secret societies because of their personal wealth. Please, the Mafia people should stand up. My people in Mafia, put the mayor out, burn his house. He is making them killing people. Send the armies all out of Biswabang. Send all the armies in my one out. Block the bridges. Burn them. Kill them. Free your land. They have burned all our lands. We don't have to give them many chances again. This is the time. I am telling you people. This is the moment. We must show these people that we own the land. They cannot come into our land and cause havoc in our land, killing our people. Genocide is going on. Please, I'm assuring people, do something. Don't give any chances for these allies to do anything. They are there for their personal interests. They are there struggling at the elections to hold. That is why they are forcing that the schools should resume. So that they can have monies, which will go back to Biya to buy arms. Biya is shortage of arms, shortage of monies. He don't have equipment. We are dealing with him. We are fighting a battle. This battle is ordained by God. I am begging my people in the BLM, my strong people, I thank you for your resistance. The ADF, I thank you for your resistance. The Tigers, I thank you for your resistance. All the Amba boys, Sokadef, I thank you for your resistance. God will bless all of you people. We must have this independence. There is no unity on the frontline leaders. No, unity is also there on ground zero. So we have to fight as one people. Opopo. One people, one power. And we'll all be in Biya. So before I continue, or before I start, I would like, to put the speech made by Honorable Amba in the northern zone, precisely in Batibo and Gum, where he brought hopes to the people. Those are the type of people I like to hear them talk, not people like Nijofu who are traitors. It's better to be somebody who is outspoken, like Atanaji Paul, who is there telling people he's going to kill these people. He's going to eliminate these people. Like Ekemapashi, who is talking, he's going to eliminate people. Than people like Nijofu, who are snakes, two-headed snakes. They just sit quiet and look. And behind them, gospel, whisper. But they are with the dictator. We have to deal with Nijofu. We have to deal with all the chiefs who are against this struggle. Because they don't see the future for the youth. They are only counting for the present. They are already old. They know they will die very soon. They don't care. To leave the country in a mess. So I'll just put an audio. You hear about the speech of hopes that is Honorable Amba spoke to his people, giving them hopes and courage. If all the allies, the chiefs, the governors of Ambazonia origin, the DOs, the SDOs were like him, I'm telling you, would have gone very far in this struggle. If the politicians like Nijofu, like was him, would have gone very far in this struggle. He said democracy has never been given on a platter of gold. Their freedom will never be given on a platter of gold. He said Southern Cameroonians has been slave in the hands of Biya, the dictator. And that over the media, he told Biya that if the country divides, he is the cause. Because the Ambazonians have been pushed to the wall. And this is the result. He furthermore explained and told the population that if he hears that while they are protesting and the forces of the Republic comes or come, he will join them. Honorable Amba additionally said he organized a protest in Yaoundé and marched up to Etudi and even wrote a letter to Paul Biya to call for dialogue. He did not listen to him. He finally said he is happy that the people has taken power into their hands and they should continue till the last day. That is when we shall be in Biya. Before I put this video, let me give you the information that came also from the Prime Minister, Philemon Yang, who is the major campaign officer for CPDM, the governing party, under the dictator of President Paul Biya. He said he will not be responsible for any person who goes to Ambazonia to carry out campaign because he does not have monies, you know, to come and pay for those who will be kidnapped. He says he will not have monies to pay as ransom to those who will be kidnapped during campaigns. So anybody who is going for campaign in Ambazonia is going at his own risk. Okay, let me see if I can put you now the audio so that I can hear what the Honorable Amba said to his people. Excuse me 1 minute for the mix-up. Please, we'll come to that for now because there's a mix-up in the audio or the video. We'll come to that. Okay, we continue. While I'll come back to the video, you hear what the Honorable Amba said to his population. Okay. As I was saying, we have certain things to discuss today. But before I go ahead, I will be liking to put some, short audios and videos as I proceed with the, explanations of what is happening and things we thought can happen, and the successes recorded by our self-defense forces, and also some, difficulties we're having on the battlefield. And we have to take precautions to prevent these difficulties from giving us so many casualties. So there are some topics that we will discuss today. Yes, I will tell you how the Red Dragon recorded victory again. The almighty Red Dragon recorded victories yesterday. Let me say on Monday the 27th and Tuesday the 28th of August 2018. The bishops appeal for schools to continue functioning. We'll talk about that. Amba boys are winning victory everywhere. Some people in the diaspora, some fake people in the diaspora are trying to, fund the ground zero in order to confuse them. We'll talk about it. The elites meeting the hell in Biya. Elites are more dangerous than Paul Biya himself. We'll talk about it. There are so many topics we'll talk about. Also, 4 African head of states are planning to meet Paul Biya to discuss on Ambazonia problem. We'll talk about it. Okay. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for listening and for always watching at my YouTube videos. In short, I'm very happy that everybody is taking part in the struggle. And we are begging people who are still seated quiet, watching, that they should at least join the struggle, because it has reached the point that everybody must take part in this struggle. I've realized that many people in France are just seated quiet. Many Ambazonians in France are seated quiet. I don't know why. Because of fear, too much fear. Cowards always fear. Fear is what kills the mind. It kills the soul. Once you are afraid, you're already a dead person alive. That is why La République du Cameroon citizens are all dead people. They have been killed, even though they are living, by Paul Biya and his group of, secret society people. And now you can hear some of the military and the armies are angry with the government. If we have time, we'll put up the video. I'll put some videos you will hear. So fear is in the heart of some people. But I am begging the people to wipe out fear. Excuse me. If people on ground zero, they are there in the lion's den, they are not afraid. Why are you people in the diaspora, you people still seated and being quiet and looking and being afraid? People in France, Ambazonians in France, you people are afraid. I'm showing people, I'm Prince Amba, I'm here in Paris. I am the only person shouting, making something, telling the people, giving courage. The all rest of the people, so many Ambazonians in Paris, they don't talk anything, they sit quiet. They are afraid for nothing. What are you afraid of? People on ground zero are not afraid. People who are living, Ambazonians living in Douala, they are not afraid. In Yaoundé, they are not afraid. You people in Paris, you are afraid. You people in Russia, you are afraid. You people in Italy, in Spain, Belgium, Holland, you are afraid. Why are you people afraid? We are fighting to free our land. You people are afraid. Fear is the most evil in somebody that make you to become death. If you are afraid, you will never achieve success. Courage is the key of success. Hopes and courage. Once you are discouraged, you are finished. That is why the Republic is finished. Because the people have been, built up with a society where they are terrorized, they are always afraid. So the people took grounds that people are afraid, they have to suppress them. The government have to suppress them for about 60 years or more after independence, if at all it was really independence, because France is still controlling. So I'm begging the people of Ambazonia not to be afraid. Everybody should stand up, speak out their mind, shout to the world, shout here in France, so that the French population should know, because they don't even know what is going on. The French population in France does not know what is going on. They don't know that Macron is causing problem in Ambazonia. They don't know that Macron is sending forces to kill innocent people in Ambazonia. We here in France, we have to shout and talk and stand up. Support the struggle. Stop hiding behind without making your voice to be heard. Look how the American people, they are standing up and shouting. Things are moving ahead. People in Europe are sitting quiet. They don't shout at the top of their voices. Canadians are doing something. Canadians, Ambazonians in Canada, they are doing something great. And we, here in Central Europe, we are so quiet. It is not right. When we have the independence, it's independent for everybody. It's independent for the future of all the Ambazonians' kids. It's not independent for a particular people. Okay. As I said, we start straight away. There are so many things I have to say today, which people have to take precaution in ground zero. Because why? They are planning evil and evil every day. Their evil intention increases. The Republic evil intention increases on the innocent population. So we should take precautions. So I have to give you people some advice in order to take precautions. It is not easy, but with some advices, I believe we have to reduce the rate at which they are killing our innocent citizens, youths in particular. So I will start straight away. As I'm doing this video, anyway ends, because it will be a very long video, because I have a lot to say. Anyway ends, I will continue in the next video. Okay, we'll first begin with this alert. The population of Biya should listen carefully. A taxi number Southwest 102 AN is driven by a military man in Biya. Taxi number 102 AN is driven by a military man in Biya. Watch out. Be careful. The taxi you enter, or else you will find yourself in a cell or death. Again, the Biya hospital. The Biya hospital is full of corpses as a result of the war declared by the dictator Paul Biya. The hospital authority in the southern zone of Ambazonia has called on the citizens to claim their bodies of their loved ones who are found in the hospital. I will try to put, if it's possible, I will put an audio so that you can listen to it.
Which has been at the heart of the separatist conflict which is tearing the country apart. Hospital authorities in Biya, the regional capital of the southwest, have called on the public to claim bodies of their loved ones in order to create space for other corpses. The plea comes amid reports that mortuary attendants are overwhelmed by the volume of bodies being brought in. It's claimed more and more corpses are being brought by the soldiers as fighting intensifies and more people are killed in the fight against Ambazonia separatists and those the government believes to be sympathizers of the Anglophone armed group. Enoch Orok is Professor of Anatomic and Forensic Pathology and is the Director of Biya Regional Hospital.
For very obvious reasons, the activity of our pathology and mortuary departments have increased enormously, almost quintupled in the last few months. Just to give you some statistics, about 2 years ago, we used to have about 20 autopsies in a year. Now, we have that number in 3 months. We have challenges at the level of the mortuary. The mortuary is a fixed thing. It is not elastic. The chambers sometimes get full, but luckily we do intravascular infiltration and cavitatory infiltration to preserve corpses, because the capacity of our mortuary is about 40 bodies.
So as we speak now, how many bodies are there right now?
At any one point, about 30 and 50 bodies at any one time. Sometimes we have bodies coming in, some in advanced state of decomposition, some identified, some fresh, some from physical aggression, and others from natural disease.
If I can ask you, because what we've been told is that there appears to be some form of crisis at the moment where mortuary attendants have too many bodies for them to cope with. Even stories that the situation has even got to the stage where the freezers where these bodies are being kept, or the coolers, are overflowing and bodies are being stacked one on top of another.
It isn't an exaggeration, but I must say that we have always doubled up bodies. We have a mortuary that has 25 chambers, and at every one time we have between 30 to 50 bodies. So we double bodies, okay? We are overwhelmed, but we have alternative means to contain the challenge. We preserve bodies, except bodies that are in advanced state of decomposition.
Apart from those obviously in a state of decomposition, what kind of condition or what kind of injuries, things do you notice on the bodies of some of these that are being brought to you lately? Is there a pattern, a trend?
Well, there is a trend. We are in a crisis zone, a crisis rocking the two regions of Cameroon, and whereas the capital of the southwest region. So we have an upsurge of bodies coming out with injuries which are consistent with gunshot wounds.
Who is actually bringing the bodies to the mortuary?
That depends. Sometimes the police bring in bodies. Most often bodies that are brought in by the police are unidentified. We try to describe the bodies and conserve them and keep. And then 2-3 days, we find people coming to the mortuary to check on bodies, and sometimes they identify them. We also find bodies that are brought in by families with physical injuries. We find bodies from distant areas where the crisis is more intense. That increases the upsurge and the challenges we have.
When these bodies, if they're not collected after a while and they're piling up so much so that the doubling up in the chambers isn't enough, what then happens? Are these bodies then buried?
So far, we've not had any mass burial. We embalm bodies, keep the body for its months 1 year. The phenomenon of abandoned legislation, the judiciary, and the council comes in, and the bodies are disposed of.
And that is Professor Eno Orok, who is the director of Biya Regional Hospital.
Okay.
Now
Okay, that was it. That was it for the bodies in Biya Regional Hospital. So people should, Ambazonians in the southern zones should try to go and identify their bodies. Okay, let's continue. Urgent communique. Urgent communique. The Ambazonia Self-Defense Forces receive reliable. The Ambazonia Self-Defense Forces receive reliable intelligence that the Republic will intensify its extermination of Ambazonia from September 15, 2018. The military onslaught is going to be intensified. Location of defense forces has been mapped, and wipeout will begin soon. Defense forces must avoid being in one place more than 7 of them at a time. Relocation is a must. Use of underground facilities is a must. Roadblock is a must. Breaking bridges is a must. All bridges must be destroyed completely. The Republic intends to hold election in Ambazonia at all costs, and the approach is to eliminate all the fighters and potential threats. The Republic may begin its deadly operation before September 15. Hence, urgent action must be taken now. So we have heard this, that there will be a serious, extermination or killings by the Republic of Cameroon. They are making a serious plan because they were preparing for the elections. They want that the election should hold by all costs. And this will start before or on the 15th of September. So the self-defense forces should take note and draw their own strategy at once. Let me see if I can also put the audio, if it's possible, so that you can hear from the announcement. Oh, sorry, there's no audio for it for now. Yeah, as time goes on, I might look and see if I can get some audios. Okay, furthermore, it should be noted that the struggle has been armed and will take a different phase. Our struggle has been well armed now and is going to take a different phase. So, please, Ambazonians, in Manfred, Biswabang, Nchang, Nchenako, Ndekwai, Osing, Mfuni, Mbakem, Eyangchang, Kembong, Ajayokondip, Afap, Onaku, Ekok, Oimojok, Akwaya, Kesham, Eshobi, Tale, Tinto, Bakebe, Okoyong, Ngusi, Manyemen, Konye, Ikilwindi, Bangem, Eko de Titi, Indian, Mato, Fontaine, Esu, Lewo, Alors, Fosimondi, Mendi, Asubi, Three Corners Bambada, Fiango Kumba, Kumba Town, Small Kumbe, Ekume Bunji, Kake, Kombone Mission, Modemba, Ediki, Fiango, Kumba, Boya Road, Kumba, Baron Bikang, Maya 29, Ekona, Moyoka, Munya, Maya 17, Boya, Mutengene, Likumba, Tiko, Mile 4, Victoria, Seme and Geme Beaches, Kosala, Edina, Batoke, Bakasi, Misele, Mafanji, Tole, Bujongo, Wotutu, Modika, 1 and 2, Mbengwi, Batibo, Bali, Bamenda, Fondom, Belo, Njikwa, Ndop, Bambili, Bengwi, Kwen, Bafut, Mankon, Santa, Akum, Bali, Kumbat, Bijin, Menka, Bambiki, Chakiri, Kumbo, Oku, Ndu, Nkambe, Ako, Furu, Furu Awa, Ngwa, Mbem, Sabongari, Tombel, etc. Should stock food and basic needs and respect the communique from the ground zero. The days ahead are going to be very, 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 very bloody because of the battle that is going to take place. So we are begging all these countries to stock food and their, basic necessities in advance. Okay, I hope this is understood. We continue. On the 27th of April, on the 27th of August 2018, a traditional Sunday, there was shooting around Mbin Fombi, breaking into houses around my 6 Mancon. One Okada boy shot at Nshombi Junction, and many Okadas bent down. This is all in the northern zones of Ambazonia. Meanwhile, in the southern zone, one Mr. Gregory Fonjong, a lecturer in the technical high school, was shot down by the forces of the Republic of Cameroon because he disobeyed, the ghost town, and took his wife on his bike or Okada to go and buy shoes in the market. So we are telling people, when there's ghost town, don't go out, because La Republique forces are there waiting for those who come out of the ghost town, so that they will be killed. Let me see if I can put an audio so that you can hear how it happened. Please excuse me for the time. I have a mix up with my laptop.
Yes, there. Yeah. Another news again, no. My neighbor, Mr. Gregory, teach for Technical High School for Moliko checkpoint, the Mr. Gregory. Yeah. So they say don't go market. He take a bike, go market, carry a madam. So assistant for Central Market. The madam enter market for buy shoes. Those guys, those gendarmes, then they pass shoot to him. So they sleep for they can't go general hospital, they drive them. They can go Mamiro, we know they. So they don't be in our solidarity there. So no I go be alive, oh no. That's not what they now. So my neighbor, just a neighbor, I just come down for that hill, so that 2 apartment house. Mr. Gregory Fonjong. Gregory, Mr. Fonjong Gregory.
Okay, that was the audio. And you can see the pictures. You can see the pictures how it was shot. That is it. He disobeyed. He disobeyed the ghost town, and he found himself in this situation. When they say people should not go out during the ghost town, he disobeyed. And that is his pay now. That is pay. The disobedience at times is not good. Disobedience at times is not good. Okay, let's continue. I also want to tell you people that the trucks, the Satom trucks that were burned by the military men of La Republique du Cameroon. They were not burned by the Amba boys. This has been justified by one of the workers of Satom Construction Company, that he saw the military men burning the trucks. So the government sent the military to cause atrocities in order to blame the Amba boys. But we will always bring proofs and, you know, to show that we do not cause atrocity. We are there to protect our lands and our belongings and what is good for the Ambazonians. We don't only want things which belong to La République du Cameroon to be in our land. So it should be noted that Paul Biya's government is the one causing the destruction of properties, burning of schools, killing of personnel in high positions in La République, like, you know, commissioners, military men in high positions. The snipers goes to their houses and shoot them. It is not the Amba boys. And some of those who are kidnapped, most of them, like chiefs, the chiefs are kidnapped by those organized by Ekima Patrick and by Ataranji Paul to bring out a bad picture of the Amba boys, of which it is the government who is planning all those actions. They themselves are telling us they are the people planning it. So I will just show you the trucks, how they will be burned. Those are the trucks. You can see that these trucks all were being burned down. By the forces of the Republic of Cameroon. They were being burned down by the forces. The evil forces of the Republic of Cameroon burned down these trucks, not the Amba boys. Okay. It is also noted that so many people always like to disobey the law of the Amba land. When they say people should not go to work, they go to work. And some are receiving a serious, you know, pay for their disobedience. It is not good to disobey the law of Amba land, because this land is owned by everybody. We are struggling to achieve independence in order to build a better future for the youths. And if you disobey these laws, it seems as if you are taking side with the Republic of Cameroon. So on the 24th of August 2018, at Mafanje, CDC rubber plantation, workers were attacked and many were injured seriously. The workers at the plantation, scared, and work stopped immediately as everybody ran home. It should be noted that workers are working for colonial master, the Republic of Cameroon. All this slavery labor in Ambazonia must stop. When the self-defense forces say something, they mean it. So people should take care. People should take care. This is just a strong warning to those who feel they will go to school and elections to go and vote. This is a strong warning to those who feel they can disobey the Amba boys and go to school or go to a polling station to vote. Any person who obeys and go to school will have itself to be blamed. Any person who obeys and go to the voting poll will lose his life and lost his family and have himself to be blamed. There is already warning for those who are thinking they can go to school, and also those who feel they will vote in Ambazonia, because we are showing you that there will be no elections and there will be no schools. We are not clowning. Let me show you an audio.
The way they happen for here, and a person the way they don't just cut them for our back house, for our workplace, for CDC banana. Now, workers and this, they go them back for house. They don't damage this my food, cut the food very seriously. Look at see am. Now workers and that they go back for house. See workers they don't chakara, all man they go back for house. Today the 24th. Today the 24th. Nothing this way don't happen. Now the thing this way go on for this country. See my hand. Where? See what did happen? Jesus Christ. Ay, oh my God. See, money hand today the 24th. I think this way they happen for Mapanja 1, for CDC banana. See how worker they don't chakara, they go back for house. And it happen for inside banana. We don't know what this country want be. Oh my God. Because they go back for house.
Okay, that was it. You have seen it with your own eyes. You have seen the consequences of disobedience. The consequences of disobedience. Okay. We will come now to some things. We are going to start with some certain things that have brought hopes, that are bringing hopes to us. Hopes in a struggle. Okay. I want to assure you people that Donald Trump, the president of the United States of America, is having in his mind that we are already free Ambazonians. That the state of Ambazonia is already free and it is a state by itself. It is only remaining, the decision of the Congress and the Senate to approve. But left to Donald Trump, he has already said Ambazonia is a free state. So I will just put you one picture you see. You can see the picture Donald Trump is having in his hand. It is written, I declare that Ambazonia is independent. The president of the world, Donald Trump. So it should be noted that Donald Trump, in his mind, Ambazonia is already having its independence. But he's just waiting for the Congress and the Senate, you know, to take a decision on it. So things like this, at least, they bring hopes to the Ambazonians. Okay. The almighty great dragons of Biya had another serious victory on Monday the 27th of August 2018. This is how it happened. The military of La République du Cameroon have enjoyed considerable peace in Alu since the struggle began, with just 3 battles from the Red Dragons, thus make them move, patrol and chat freely in the area, knowing fully well that the focus point of the battle was Azi. But on Monday, the 27th of August 2018, signal the genocide, or excuse me, signal the genesis of trouble for them. The dragons stormed the CEO's office and made away with all election materials. No material was left behind. The Red Dragon stormed the CEO's office in Biya and took away all the election materials. I say all, everything was taken away. Furthermore, yesterday, the 28th of August 2018, most of the military men were having fun at a particular spot, with some of them having no guns with them at the time. The Red Dragons carried out a surprise and rapid attack, killing 15 of them. The rest scattered and ran into all directions into the forest. The DO and the mayor left their office and fled for their dear lives. No casualties was recorded on the side of the Red Dragons. God bless the Red Dragons. This is good news for us. The Red Dragon is doing a very good job. I salute the Red Dragon with 110 gun salutes. I would like you to listen to one video or one audio. This audio might be true or it might be false. It depends. But it should be noted that in time of war, many things happen which people don't believe that it can happen. I did not even believe that they can be shooting people with gun, they don't die. But now I believe, because Odeshi has made me to have the belief that you can be shoot with a gun and you will not die. So let me see if I can show you the video, because this guy is saying in this audio that in the northern zone of Ambazonia, in his village, he did not even mention the village. He said the armed forces came with so many trucks, about 3 trucks, and shot one guy. This guy just transformed and became a ghost and disappeared. And after that, the boy came with so many ghosts on vehicles, on Benzikin Okadas, and they had to put down all the forces. And many of them ran into the bushes, and they ordered that those who are in the bushes to catch all those ghosts and all those forces and bring them alive. So this is perhaps a frame story, but I know in time of war things happen. It can also be true. Let me put it so that you can hear.
You don't hear later. I don't really village. They don't give me news that seriously. They say some guy don't go take some bad medicine. If you can stand to that army, they shoot you, turn devil. So they just see how we back there, the camp for line. They don't kill 121 army them. Them say back there, they just come with no man on top. Back there, the rule. That they don't go bring that devil them. That they don't damage that for them. So they don't call and phone now for people. That army them, few them. It's in a 3 truck. So someone don't enter bush, they don't know where they go. So they don't send boys them to go catch them, bring them alive. So they really war to begin. See, bad in my village. So one guy, the one known that the guy name. Then you don't go take some bad medicine. So you can start the army, they shooting your turn devil over that very place. You go take the other devil, then they just take that back. They say back in the part of village. Now, so no man know they on top. No man do they bring.
Okay, that is it. It is a very interesting story. It might be true and it might not be true. Just judge it for yourself. But know that we are in a war and anything can happen. Because everybody can protect himself the way he likes. So I'm even begging that everybody should use his own powers of the soil and his powers that God gave him, that the ancestors left with him, to act on the forces of the Republic, to send them out, and all his elites and these ministers, Atakanji Paul and Ekema, the Bukobos and the rest, the Tassom and the rest, to eliminate them so that we can have our independence. Okay, that was it for that. So now we'll come to the bishops. The Southern Cameroon bishops appeal for schools to continue. As the bishops of Ambazonia are appealing for schools to continue. Southern Cameroon bishops gathered at an annual meeting in Bamenda, Provincial Episcopal Conference, Episcopal Conference in Bamenda, Tuesday the 16th Thursday, the 23rd August 2018, and have issued a pastoral letter to Christians of southern Cameroon, among others. They have expressed their appeal for schools to continue to function. The bishops say schools within the last 2 years have been irregular. Excuse me. It has been irregular. The last 2 years have seen the schools being shut down. But La République, the Cameroon forces, and Southern Cameroon Defense Forces, particularly known as Amba boys. According to the bishops, the present crisis has gone beyond school boycotts. The church should be allowed to provide holistic and qualified education, they say. I will seize this opportunity to inform the bishops that in the time of war, there is no school in the first place. And furthermore, they are conspiring with the government of La République du Cameroon so that they can be killing the students. It seems as if they are not seeing the military men from La République du Cameroon killing students day in and out. If the students have to go to school, what about those who are in prison, those in the bushes or forests? What about those in the hospital? And what about those who have been killed by the forces? Do you want to tell me you do not see how the female students are forced to rub themselves in the mud and being raped? Do you want to tell me that you are blind of the fact that genocide is going on in Ambazonia and the forces of La République are looking for students to be killed? Do you want to tell us that you are not aware of the military burning the schools and the houses of the students and their parents? Do you want to tell us that your priest, like Reverend Father Doe, has been shot? What will be of the teachers and the students if they have to go to school? If priests like Reverend Father Doe is shut down, what do you expect they can do to the teachers also? Anyway, I know the church is just out for money making from the Christians, not to protect them. That is why you people are forcing the students to go to school. You know very well that if schools open, Only rich people will send their children to school, like the ministers, who can pay the school fees. But the poor people will not have money to send their children to school, mostly to mission schools. And this school fees, the mission will use it, you know, to give part to the Republic of Cameroon. And in general, other schools will pay school fees and the money will go to the Republic of Cameroon so that they can use it to buy arms to kill our citizens. Even the church is the same like the CPDM government. As the bishop, as CPDM militants, hence a warning to the bishops and schools that will be open, will be bent down. Any student who feel he can go to school is doing that at his own risk, because the war is going on and the military are killing people. For the bishop, it was your place to tell President Paul Biya to stop the war and grant us our independence, or come to the table so that we can negotiate the terms of, independence, in order that school should resume. Not you people telling students, appealing to students to go to school when the war is going on. So there will be no schools, equally as there will be no elections. We know the bishops and the church, they work with the government. But we will tell you people, no schools in Ambazonia, no elections in Ambazonia. Let the schools continue in La Republique du Cameroon, not in Ambazonia. When we have independence, we will have very good educational curriculum for the schools. When they even pay money for these school fees in Catholic schools, they carry the monies and take it to Douala and build very important, schools in Douala. Monies for the Kumba diocese, everything was taken. The Catholic school was very powerful. Catholic college was built in Douala with dormitories and everything. Meanwhile, the people in Kumba are suffering. The poor contribute these monies, they are suffering. I will show you the picture of the school built in Douala. No, excuse me, that is it. That's not it. Let me see. It's rather unfortunate today. Many pictures and images that I want to produce. It's a bit difficult for me to get it. It's a bit difficult, but with time I'll come to it. With time I'll come to it. I'll show you the school. I'll show you the school that has been built in Douala. Excuse me for that. Excuse me for that. Okay. That is that. That is that. There will be no schools. We don't want our kids to be killed, you know, our citizens to be killed, our boys and girls to be killed, because if they go to school, they will be killed. No schools. No schools in Ambazonia. No schools in Ambazonia. There will be no schools in Ambazonia. See, we have independent. No independent, no schools. No ending of the war, no schools. No negotiation on the table with like populate the Cameroon, no schools. Amba boys will fight and fight and fight. See, we are in Biya. Amba boys will fight and fight and fight till we are in Biya. The Amba boys are winning some battles. On the 27th of August 2018, a prison attacked at Bali, Assam. Heavy military presence in the village. At least 5 trucks with soldiers on board have arrived Bali, Nyonga, heading towards Bo Etoma. A source has told Mifi info. The atmosphere there is tense and we are worried about what might happen next. This is coming few hours after the Bali secondary prison towards Kopin was visited on fire. Furthermore, confusion or reports that on the 27th of August 2018, Freeze, living in St. Augustine College, Santa, said the battle caused bullets were landing in the campus early in the morning, and it was scaring. He said it is not the first time the Republic forces are shooting, bullets towards the campus. There was also indication that ADF forces, a unit in the northern zones of Ambazonia, have overrun the Republic forces, terrorists who maltreated our people at a checkpoint at Takinji in the outskirts of Kumbo towards Ndu, taking off 4 of them into the wilderness. So the ADF boys have arrested 4 La Republic armies and taken them away because they came to a wrong point and maltreated the Ambazonians. This is a nice success for the ADF. Hopes, hopes, and hopes, 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 and hopes. Mr. Hopes is here to give people hopes. Even though the struggle is a mixture of happiness and sadness, but we should try by all possible means to put happiness in front, sadness. And we should pray that we should be in Biya. Because after all these happenings, if we don't be in Biya, we are on the wrong side of our struggle. We will regret it. Our children will blame us. Future generation will come and talk about it. They will blame us as we are blaming our ancestors for letting us to be with the Republic as slaves for 57 years. Four African heads of states are to meet President Biya to discuss on the Ambazonian problem. A message reaching my desk from a very reliable source says 4 African heads of states have been chosen to meet Biya late this month or early next month on the issue of Southern Cameroon's war. Those on the list are the President of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, Ghana President Nana Addo Akufo, Senegalese President Macky Sall, the Ivory Coast President Alassane Ouattara. The Ghanaian president is headed, or the Ghanaian president is the head of the delegation. The Nigerian president Buhari is not among this delegation. This is a very good step towards our crisis, towards this crisis. And we believe God is hearing our prayers. This will give us some hopes. But let's put our hands crossed while waiting to hear what will come out of them. And we must mobilize more than ever before to show the world that we are being pushed to the wall. We are killed. Our children are killed in daily basis. Genocide is going on. People are in prison. Snipers are going house to house, killing people in their homes. We have to stand up firm and call the world always to see and hear. Mothers' babies are killed. Young boys, young girls are killed. All villages have been burned down. There are still more plans to carry out more genocides. And the question for this visit of these 4 leaders is now, who sent them? Is it the OAU or personal initiatives or the UNO? It depends. We don't know. We want to know. Why this so late? All this time they have not been talking anything. Why is it that they're coming back now? Why choose now when there's election close to hands in Cameroon, the Republic of Cameroon? Why wait until, you know, they are really killing all the Ambazonians? That is when they are coming. Ambazonians, while waiting to hear from what will come out of their meeting with the dictator Paul Biya, we are also disappointed with the African leaders. We are already disappointed with the African leaders. Approach towards maintaining peace in Africa, in particular, people like Paul Kangem. Paul Biya has lost his credibility to negotiate with the Ambazonians after declaring war on the 30th of November 2017. Paul Biya is the worst president on earth. And United Nations is behind Paul Biya, supporting him to carry out genocide, supporting him to kill the Ambazonians, supporting a dictator to kill people, innocent people. The United Nations will be blamed for the genocide going on in Cameroon. For the Secretary General, Antonio Guterres took the golden statue as a bribe, and now he's supporting Paul Biya to carry out genocide. But after everything, we wait and hear what will come out of those African leaders who have been choosing to go and meet Paul Biya, talk about the war declared on the Ambazonians. I will show you a cartoon where they made it how the United Nations is encouraging genocide. And at the corner, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Guterres, receiving the gold statue from the President of the Republic of Cameroon, the dictator Paul Biya. Yeah, you can see at the corner here, you will see Paul Biya with the Secretary General of the United Nations, giving him a golden statue worth a lot of monies. Millions of francs. This is, here you will see the Secretary General is the referee, encouraging the Cameroon armies to cause genocide on the Ambazonians. That is it. It should also be noted that the Republic government have always been very, very selfish to the farmers. The Republic government have always been very, very selfish to the farmers. It's that was given by foreign countries to give to the farmers. Because of selfish interest, they abandon these aids. the Republic took these aids and dumped them somewhere because of wickedness. It was the aids were given by foreign countries, donor countries, to help give it to the farmers in order to encourage agriculture. The Republic government took this aid and buried it somewhere. Yes, pure wickedness. Many tractors and other things were given to give donation to the farmers. But the Republic took it because of wickedness and kept it somewhere. I will also show you a picture where the tractors were abandoned. So many, costing millions upon millions of francs, were abandoned because of selfishness of government of the Republic of Cameroon under President Paul Biya. You can see the picture. So many tractors given, they are abandoned somewhere. These millions of francs, because of selfish interests, they abandon the tractors. That is it. That is the system. We have been living with them for 57 years. Wickedness. Because they know Southern Cameroon is more based on agriculture. The land is fertile. And if this tractor comes, they'll come to Southern Cameroon and will develop the economy. They decided to abandon it somewhere. That is the evil. But it is all over. It is all over. It is all over. Okay. Let me come now to tell you, people, that the evil that is facing us now, the evil men and the evil that is facing us, is not even Paul Biya, but it is our own people, the elites. We, the Ambazonia, must kill those who are against the revolution, who are against our independence. We must eliminate them. If we don't eliminate them, be you old or young, we will not reach where. This is a duty. We must do it. They are struggling to kill us, so we must kill them. If we have any opportunity, the least opportunity is to kill these old people. We are in a war. They are now wearing the coats of the Republic of Cameroon, so we don't have to forgive them. A good number of Southwest elites should be arrested and treated accordingly by the Amba boys, and all their houses and farms and other properties must be burned down, for they are sending the armies to burn, the houses and killing the kids. Helping to cause genocide in our land. This is what the Grandmaster from Malta came and told them, because they are respecting the Grandmaster from Malta. I have never in my life seen any group of people as foolish as the elites of southern and northern zones of Ambazonia. we are already been told by the minister who wrote to John Mbako that these things will happen. So let no person be confused when he sees or hears them happening. The only thing we have to do is to try to get rid of these people and kill them. Bust their eyes, cut their hands, cut their legs, cut their hands, destroy their lips, cut their tongue, because it's the tongue they use in talking. We shall take this very, very serious. Because these people are out, old people, they know very soon they will die. They don't have any future. They don't have anything to do with people in the future. They are counting on the present. They don't have no hopes for the future generation. They are only counting on their pockets and their families. So we should also know what to do to them. They are preparing that election should hold in Ambazonia. This is what happened on the 26th of August 2018 in Biya. A group of elites held a closed door meeting and was talking trash about the futures of the Ambazonians. Some of these elites were people like the mayor of Biya, Ekema Patrick, Tabetando, the senator, no, Peter Musonge, Peter Mafani Musonge, the hopeless person, the most dullest person I've ever realized in the world, and others, Etoy and others, Ebongole, Evis, and others, held a meeting. These fools and slaves of the dying regime of the dictator of Biya said they will never accept any federation in Ambazonia. No independence for the Ambazonians. And they stand with the Republic of Cameroon. But we, the Ambazonians, are telling them that they are just wasting their time. Ambazonia must be free. They cannot shape the destiny of the Ambazonians. We must be free. We are already closer to Biya. They will die or they remain refugees in the Republic of Cameroon. If they know they were free, why did they brought a lot of armies to guide them? Why did they not come that they are the son of the land as other people are moving in Biya without guards? If they know they were safe, let the whole meeting without bringing forces as other people are holding meetings, as other people are moving in the streets. So you people should know you are prisoners. God will punish all of you people. So nobody should take them serious. They are just beating about the bush. They are just beating about the bushes. And they are only preparing, looking for ways to have position in the government so that they can help in stealing the monies from the government of the Republic of Cameroon. They are struggling for posts. That's why everybody is coming up, because they know election is coming up. So that the Republic government can feel that they are doing hard for the government and give them posts of ministers, government delegates, and the rest. They are afraid of the unity conference in Washington. That's why we saw them rushing to carry out their own meeting. But let me tell you people have failed. The Ambazonians does not respect you people anymore. You people are hopeless. You people have no future. Your name will wipe out of the history of Ambazonia. This is the reality. The Republican ministers who are of Anglophone or Francophone speaking, origin, they are quiet, drinking, feeling happy in their zone. Nobody speaks. You people are just here wasting time with your own people, trying to condemn your own people, causing us to kill our own people. God will punish all of you people. All your houses will be burned. All your farms will be taken away from you. Your properties will be destroyed. Your kids will suffer in future. Your kids, all your children will suffer in future. They will pay the cost. We will never forgive them for the genocide people are causing their land. Ladies and gentlemen, my good fellow Ambazonians, I will tell you people that let's focus on the war. Let's not take any instruction from any person. Like Atangaji Paul in the Northern Zone. Because Atangaji Paul is planning to kill his own people. He's planning another genocide. A serious genocide is coming up. Isa Shurumalo already told us that the genocide, there will be more and more genocides. And this is the time. So I'm begging people that you people should stay away from these people. When they give you money, don't take, because the money is only helping to kill you. After they give you money, they'll kill you. They are in secret societies. I am begging people, you should take note. I am begging people to take note. These people are in secret societies. Let me put some videos or audio so that you can hear and know what is going on. And I'll show you also some pictures how we are dealing with these La Republic soldiers who are coming to burn our villages, to kill and rape our people, to cause genocide on our land. Let me just see if I can show you some of the audios and pictures and the rest.
This message it go out for the people where they from Batu, especially from Batu, and I want to make they understand say which way it go on now and say Atangaji boy them they inside Batu they house themselves for some houses where they don't take for the hostage, and their plan now actually for bring in young boys and for slaughter them for those compound them, and I want to make we will send this message out as wide as possible so that every young person from Bachongwa, for that area, they be very careful because at Tanganji, they don't send the boys them. They want to repeat which way about for opinion. I want to make una send this message out so that make the young boys from Batu, for Songwa, for Chomba, make them be alert so that they stay away from anybody where they come for recruit them in the name of Amba boys. Amba boys, they can't put them for inside any compound hostage for tell them say they will come bomb the compound. Make Amba boys them, make them take note. I'll repeat, make the young boys from Batu, from Songwa, for Chomba, make them be alert, make them stay away from their houses, make them not fall for any trap. because these people where they come now, so now no be Amba boys them, now the boys the way at Tanganji, they don't recruit them. They play the same game with the plan from Batu. I beg, when I send this message, when I call, when I brothers and una sisters with a day for this area, with from my 90, go reach for Chomba, from Batu and from Songwa. I repeat, my 90, beginning even from Bali Park, go for SENAT, go reach for Songwa village, go reach for Chomba, make una be alert. Una stay out of una houses, because at Tanganji, they don't send out your own boys them for carry out the same operations. As I talk now, they don't hold some family hostage for their compound, and then they talk say government will can raise down that compound. This na urgent message, na serious message. I beg, make Mark Barretta, John Bakoro, all the activists, make them send out this message so that they will salvage young boys and young girls from Batu, from Songwa, from Chomba, so that the repeat of pinning, happen again. Make we send this message for everybody. I beg una, na Chechewina in the talk. Thank you.
Okay, that was a very serious message. You could take it very serious, please. Take the message serious. It will help you people. Okay, I will show you people how we are dealing with the Republic forces. Ambazonians are dealing with the Republic forces in the northern zone. They are dying. We are recording a lot of victories. You can see they are suffering. They will all escape. Now that we are having good equipments, they will know that we are serious. With them guns, we can do harm to them, kill them in their numbers. Now that we are having good equipment, they are going to suffer. They are going to suffer. We are killing them. This saves them right. You can see from images, pictures. They are suffering. They are suffering. We are killing them. They are transporting them in helicopters back to their home, their country, the Republic of Cameroon. Bury them there. We are dealing with them. Yes. If you ask these armies, what are people fighting for? What would they tell you? Ask an army man if you see him. What are you really fighting for? The Ambazonian self-defense forces are fighting to defend their homeland, to free their country from slavery, so that we can be in Biya, so that we can be a strong nation. And you, the Republic armies, what are you fighting for? Look at how you are dying, day in, day out. They ask you, what are you fighting for? What will you say? That is the question for those in the armies of the Republic. And why is that the people are not dying? Only different tribes are dying. The Bablikes are dying there. The Anglophones in the army, they are dying there. That is to say the Ambazonians in the army, they are dying there. That is a question you have to ask yourself, you army. Okay. Let me see if I can put another audio or video, at least. Now we are having AK-47s. We are having some AK-47s to show that we are progressing. Very soon they will escape because we are having. This is the college that has been built. In Douala with the monies from Kumba Diocese, the Catholic Church in Kumba. All the money they collected, they take it back to Douala and build. You see, just to show that the church is with the Republic. It is not with the Ambazonians. That is the college, a dormitory college. Yes, you can see it for yourself. You can see it. Here you will see Okadas that were burned in the northern zone during the ghost town. Those who did not respect the ghost town. Here, AK-47. You can see we have now better guns. Some have been seized from the armies of our republic, and we'll use it against them. Again, I'll show you that is Donald Trump. Those are the trucks that were banned by the military. Banned by the military. Banned by military and accused Okadas. Okay. To round up, as I said, I will try and see if I can bring you picture, if I can bring you people. Let me see if I can bring you people the speech made by the Honorable Amba. Let me see if I can come up with it now, because it's a good speech that brings hopes to the people.
Democracy has never been given on a platter of gold. Your freedom will never be given on a platter of gold. If we do appreciate the song, you know, take the baby. And my arm was sure what the moment you are now from. What is the reason? Down watching the game with the man who won. I'm not big one money share of the game. But I have got a man.
Okay, that was it. It was a very nice speech by Honorable Mba. He is the only one who have stood up again among the, parliamentarians to talk. He has brought out his mind, told the truth, equally as, Ndamjuya, excuse me, equally as somebody like Ben Muna also said his truth. He said Ambazonians should fight for their rights. That they should not wait that their father who are dead to come out to fight. And he said no schools should take place. That children should give 2-3 years so that they can have a better future concerning education. Even though we call for that federation is an option, but we say no, we don't want any federation. So that was it for today. I appreciate every person who is watching the video. Watch and share. It is not so easy. The struggle is not so easy for us. But if we pass this level, we are going to be in Biya. Because the minister who wrote to Jumba Akoro told us it will be very difficult. That the days ahead will be very difficult. So now we should prepare for the days. We should prepare for the days. Those who cannot fight should run out of the country and go to either to Nigeria. Those who are remaining should join the defense forces, self-defense forces, and have your own gun to defend yourself. Because the days ahead will be very, very difficult. If not so, they will be killing you people, the innocent ones. So I pray for all the Ambazonians. I'm begging everyone to be his neighbor's watchman. If you get any information, tell your neighbor so that he too can take precautions. If you see any forces passing, try to make your neighbor to understand that this man is a force from the Republic of Cameroon. Because they are all over the whole Ambazonia, northern and southern zones, eliminating our people. And we are begging the world that they should not sit quiet. They should try to see in order to stop this genocide. This is the most modern genocide I've ever seen in history. The United Nations is failing to prevent the genocide. France is supporting the genocide for self-interest because of petrol and minerals and other minerals and natural resources. Britain is sitting quiet and just watching because they have signed a contract with the Republic of Cameroon for gas and petrol to be exploited for 100 years. But this contract will be a failure because we are going to own our land and we are going to sign contracts with different countries who are going to support us in this struggle. Not with Britain or France or Malta, who are selling people and encouraging the dictator to kill our people in their numbers, and to send our citizens on exile, and to burn down all our villages, to rape our women, to throw our sisters and brothers into mud, students into mud, scoping themselves. We have said enough is enough. We don't have anything anymore to do with the Republic of Cameroon. We will use our AK-47 that are now entering, which are now already in Ambazonia, to send out all the Republic of occupying forces either back to their land, the Republic of Cameroon, in their corps or in their covens. or make them to take their own legs and run out of the land, leaving their weapons to us. God bless self-defense forces. God bless our refugees. God bless all the Ambazonians all over the world. Stay focused.